we want to take this company to the next level. We always collaborate, and our work speaks into each other's duties and tasks. When the new generation comes, they look into the Simba Hall of Fame and say, okay, these are actually the people who actually made the Simba that we are enjoying. I'm called Acidri Mohammed Angwandia, the Internal Auditor, Simba Telecom. I have basically been working with Simba Telecom ever since December 2022. That's when I was recruited, first as a regional internal auditor, central region, but over time, basing on the way I do my work, the CEO by then, that was Madame Flora, when she came back. Yeah, some new posts, adjustments were done here and there, and then that's when I finally became the internal auditor, Simba Telecom. When we speak of the roles, given my background, I'm mainly from external audit. That's my background. From external audit, we as auditors really didn't used to count cash or verify cash. What you do is you don't touch it. The accountant counts it, verifies it. Your work is basically to put a stamp and say, yeah, this is the amount of money that is there, basing on the petty cash certificate that will be given. However, in Simba Telecom, it's a bit different. What makes me really appreciate this role so much, it gives you the opportunity to actually prove your integrity. Yeah, you have access to quite a lot of money. Take an example, service centers, they really have quite some good money. Working as working capital float on a daily basis. When you come to the Simba business, the MTN business side of it, you're dealing with the direct sales distributors, as we shorten the name, DSDs. So you intend to interact with them on a daily basis, get their perspective of how they look at the business, go back to your manager, see how they look at the business. You try to match their perspective with the one of the managers and with the one of the business, so that you come into a middle ground to see that all of you are winning. That alone, on a daily basis, 365, you have to be on your foot, doing whatever you have to do. That alone makes me very happy, because you don't have the time to relax, you don't have the time to slumber. You basically have to be active. And when you're active, obviously you stay young because the brain is working. Yeah, that's what really makes me happy about this role. I really didn't know what to expect, but given the culture of Simba Telecom and the seniors that I found seated in the office, we had a lady called Peace Immaculate and Flavia. They were really welcoming. Being a new field, you really don't know what to expect. You don't know how to perform things. Remember, you're coming in from the external audit aspect, whereby you're mainly dealing with audit of the financial statements and all that. Now this in Simba Telecom is mainly operational audits. So I really didn't know what to expect. I'd never done operational audits before. But the CEO, Madame Flora Kahero, took us through and gave us the opportunity, the understanding, and exactly what is needed to succeed in this field. And what also gave us the morale to really keep working was it's an open door policy. When you're lost or when you need to inquire about something, feel free, just walk into our office. And then the auditors were there by then. They really made it very easy. That anxiety level that I was facing really came down, and yeah, we executed perfectly. There's this saying that all auditors are accountants, but not all accountants are auditors. So I prefer to be all round. Yeah. When you're in audit, you have the ability, the opportunity to understand what the accountants are actually doing. And in audit, you work on trust. Now that's one of the major things that I really love so much. Management puts their trust in you. You're the eyes and the ears on the ground. Yeah? And that alone gave me that motivation and the zeal, because I love honesty. I love holding people accountable for whatever they're doing. That ability to hold people accountable is really what made me love the career path of audit. And that's where I am as I speak right now. Definitely. Very 100% correct. It's a place that I always wanted to build a future. But to be exact, Simba Telecom, because my first smartphone, it was a Microsoft Nokia. There's that time whereby Microsoft purchased Nokia and they started producing Nokia phones, but under the logo of Microsoft. My very first smartphone, very genuine, I bought it at Simba Telecom, Kampala Road. Then there's also that slogan, the lion in wireless. Yeah, that slogan alone, who doesn't want to be the lion in wireless? I mean, who doesn't want to work with the best? That's a very interesting question. As an auditor, in Simba Telecom to be exact, my day is really not planned. Yes, you plan it in the morning, but as I told you, there are these team members that we work with called the direct sales distributors. Yeah, they are basically the team members who complete the MTN mobile money ecosystem, whereby if you go to the MTN mobile money agent and want to withdraw some money, they give it to you. So there is a lot of risk that rotates around there. So in the morning when I come up, typically the first thing I do is to check the reports. Yeah, I can either check the previous day reports or the report that has come from the MTN team. So after checking the report to see basically how we performed the previous day, because the assessment is done on a daily basis, I can either do that while I'm on my phone, on my way to work, or at least the float has been sent out to those team members that I just mentioned. The first instinct you have in your mind is to protect company interest. That is the company working capital at all times. That is number one. So whenever you receive that call, whatever you've been doing, whatever reports you're doing, the bike track, first go secure company money, and then you come back. Depending on how long it may take you, but basically during the day, there's a lot of fluctuations. As I speak right now, my mind is somewhere else, seeing how is a DSD operating. Are they actually utilizing the float? Yeah, and I can do that through the reviewing of the statements during the day, the number of agents that are being serviced by these DSDs on a daily basis. How many? We need at least 80. But you find someone is on 65, 70 because we don't tolerate mediocrity. We always want to be at the best. My day ends at around 9:30. Read through emails just to ensure that you have not missed anything during the day, and respond to emails that you need to respond. Basically by 10, yeah, you wind down and call it a day. As I hinted on, there is that slogan, that motto that we have that is called Ubuntu. With that culture, in simple terms, in Simba Telecom, we are a family. In Simba Group, we are a family. In case I need something, I cannot be stuck. I'm performing a task, I'm somewhere in the field, and I need support of any other person, we always collaborate, and our work speaks into each other's duties and tasks. Example, if I go to the shop to verify stock and I find things are not matching in fine, I don't keep quiet as an auditor. As an internal auditor, the next thing I do is to call the finance manager to inform her, are you aware of these stock levels that we have? If she tells me she's not aware, or she's aware, in most cases she's always aware. So she tells me, yes, I'm aware, we are lacking ABCD, but the orders have already been made. So in other words, we collaborate, we work together. Without working together, we cannot be called the Simba family or the Simba group that you see. I really wouldn't call it a major challenge as such, because most challenges we face, to an individual, in the team it could be major, but when you inquire from someone above you, it's actually not major. It mainly used to be issues concerning direct sales distributors, the DSDs. They used to really disturb us a lot. When I came, we really used to struggle so much with all routes actually trying to cross as per MTN criteria, as per company criteria. Currently, as we speak, we have 141 routes across all Simba locations. But you could find of the 141 routes, 80 of them have crossed. So the company is actually leaving money on the table. Yeah, that was a very big challenge, because I'm supposed to ensure that we as a company, we achieve everything that MTN puts for us on the table. And there are those simple areas that if you tackle, you can actually add on to the basket. One of them was just ensure all the DSDs, all the 141 routes cross. Let the DSDs be present in the field, servicing the MTN mobile money agents. But that challenge, it's now in the history. One of the projects that I'm really proud of is the expansion project that the company actually did, Simba Telecom to be exact. We were trying to open up new shops up country. All team members had to play their cards. There was no time somebody had to sleep on the job. Opening new branches simply means increasing on the number of the float distributors in those areas. So what does it mean? Audit department and the sales managers have to ensure that they recruit people or DSDs who are supposed to go and service the agents in those locations. Yeah, that was from audit and sales. The other team members had to look for shops, locations which are actually viable and prime for business, as others were looking for working capital and all that. So every team member had to play their part to ensure that at the end of it all, we are all speaking the same language so that we all achieve one objective. Given what we really do as Simba Telecom, things really go wrong when you start recording shortages. Yeah? In other words, you've given a DST your money as a company to go meet the agents, service them, but someone decides to just run away with the money. Yeah? There used to be a time when really you could record those shortages that are really, even you as the business owner, you really feel, I think I'm really not, something is not right. When they used to happen, those robbing you on gunpoint and all that to the staff, what we did is, we are a family, went back to the drawing board, asked ourselves, what could we have done different that way? Or what details did we miss this time that we could have actually implemented to help us at least avoid all those losses and all that? And we have our ways, and we are grateful to God that at least whatever measures that we try to implement is actually working well. I wish everyone could have the opportunity to really interact with her. I don't mean to give her bubbles and all that to make her feel special. But honestly speaking, we call her mom, but she's Flora Kahera. Currently our executive consultant. She gives you the benefit of the doubt. Yeah? She's a person who believes in you proving yourself. She tells you, Mohammed, yes, I've given you the job. Prove to me that you can actually deliver as to what you've said in your CV. So that alone gave us the confidence that at least we have someone we can rely on. And even when things went wrong, as long as you keep her in the know, she always has your back. Yeah, there are quite a number that I'm actually looking forward to attending. See, at the end of the year, there's always that party that management throws out for the staff. During that party moment, you get to hear the chairman speak, get to mix with the big people at group level, at the company levels. And there are always appreciations that are being done for the best performers. Yeah. So you start the year when you're really motivated, full of energy to push. Yeah, actually, we want to take this company to the next level so that when the new generation comes, they look into the Simba Wall of Fame and say, okay, these are actually the people who actually made the Simba that we are enjoying. Then, that's my dream. Anyone who's really interested in joining Simba Telecom or Simba Group, I'll really speak for Simba Telecom. First, you need to have integrity. Integrity in everything that you do. Because at Simba Telecom, your work has to speak for yourself. We don't have any secrets that we hide or that we keep. It's an open book. What I know is what my colleague knows in a given level. If I'm in the same level with someone, then we all know the same information. Yeah, there's that transparency. We don't hide because in Simba we work on trust. At Simba Telecom, you are manager, you have the mandate to execute as long as it is not malicious in nature. Your work has to speak for yourself. If you're this kind of person who thinks your manager will do the work, then you are just going to go the easy way and get promoted. That's not in Simba. And we always try to see and ensure that every person is comfortable and happy. You can work together with your colleagues. You have the integrity, you have the trust, and you can deliver. And then Simba Telecom is a place that you'll really flourish in. I'm so fortunate enough. I've been blessed with a very beautiful wife and 2 kids. Both of them are boys. Basically, from being a parent, I came to understand that, especially when you have boys, they take everything. You know, when you have a kid, he or she is basically an open book. You decide what you want to write into their brain. If you decide to write integrity, hard work, honesty, whatever you can think of, that's basically what they're going to take. I came to realize for you to succeed, especially in your work environment, You need to ensure that if you're a family man, your family has to be in a good place. What do I mean? You yourself, you need to ensure that as a husband and as a father, you have ticks. Yeah? You've really scored well. Because the kind of mood that you're going to show off at workplace basically starts from home. If you left home when your wife is annoyed with you, the children are all crying, no one wants to talk to you, that is the exact stress that you're going to bring in at workplace. And when you bring it at workplace, just know everything is going to be a mess. So I really enjoy it when I wake up in the morning, say my morning prayers at around 5:45, because basically by 5:30, I'm awake. You know, if you're married, the words you speak really have to be properly calculated. Because if you speak a word and the party or your partner takes it in a wrong way, now that's a problem to you. So the very way that you sieve and calculate your words and ensure that you actually speak words that make sense to your wife, your children, is the very way you're going to come to the company. Because in Simba Telecom, we basically deal with agents. Yeah, they keep on walking into the shops each and every day. So if you've come back to work when you're not stable in your mind, you're going to blast an agent, and that is going to send a bad impression or image of Simba Telecom to MTN. And obviously, when it reaches MTN, you know what happened. You cannot spoil the company image. So you need to be a good father, a good husband, for you to be a good employee at your workplace. The parting words are very simple. First and foremost, you need to fear God. Without God, you're really nothing. And everything that you do has to bring glory back to God. I believe after all this is done, I'll be called back to my Maker and I shall be held accountable for everything that I do. First principle in life, you really need to respect your Maker. Believe that you were put on this earth to serve Him. And everything that you actually deliver, your actions, whatever you do, is basically to bring glory back to Him. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of all wisdom. So you have to ensure that you and your God are in the same path. You need to be honest. Honesty will really take you far. You don't know everything. Above you, there's always someone who knows more than what you know. So always be ready to learn something new on a daily basis. Lastly, just ensure that you respect each and everybody. Your superiors, respect the people that you think are under you, because it's from respect that you can actually get to know much more information that you actually thought you would never get to. When you respect someone, he's going to respect you back. When you don't respect someone, he will not respect you back, and he will not give you the information you're looking for. We are auditors, but being an auditor, if I need to get information from you, I need to be friendly to you first. Because if I'm hostile to you, then I'll not be able to get the information I'm looking for. Always ensure that your values are in check. Before you speak, first think, because the moment words come out of your mouth, then you have no control by it. But as long as words are still in your mouth, you can control them, because what we speak has thrown very many people into problems. Yeah, that's all I can say for today. Thank you so much.